bitch, welcome back to the Quick News Broadcast, week 10, June 24th. I have to go to fucking work tonight and I'm not happy about it. I'm excited to make some money, but I normally just like to have the evening to fuck with my video and then edit it and shit, so I'm a little bit perturbed right now. I gotta do what I gotta do. So the first story I want to talk about is one that I am particularly interested in. It is the case of George Zimmerman versus the state of Florida. The trial has just begun and all-female jury was selected. George Zimmerman has been charged with second-degree murder of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. Zimmerman was a 28-year-old neighborhood watch coordinator. He was like the head neighborhood watch guy. And he made a 911 call to report suspicious behavior. He was calling about 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. After the call ended, a violent encounter took place which resulted in the 17-year-old Trayvon Martin being dead, and the defendant, George Zimmerman, claiming he shot and killed the 17-year-old in self-defense. For a couple weeks after this incident occurred, George Zimmerman was a free man walking around the streets of Sanford, Florida, outside of Orlando. Here in the state, you are allowed to shoot to kill if you feel like you are in danger of losing your life. So it's like a self-defense law. You're good to go. Just if you have a legally obtained gun that you're not carrying illegally, it is legal for you to fucking kill someone if you feel like your life is threatened. I mean, a lot of people agree with that, but then there's a case like this, and it's like, this kid was 17. It doesn't matter. He didn't have a gun. I mean, maybe he was, like, trying to defend himself. So he had to fight this guy who then had a gun. Who knows? We're not, like, the guy, the 17-year-old's dead. We just have to ride this trial out and see, you know, what the law is going to dictate. Alright. Moving on. The FBI has admitted to using unmanned drones to conduct surveillance on people in the United States. So U.S. citizens are being watched from unmanned drones. They claim that it's used on very limited basis. On a very limited basis, however the fuck you say that, what I'm trying to say. But still, I mean, don't they need permission from the country? Like, this is cool, like, to do this? Like, we either support it or we don't. Like, it shouldn't just be like, oh yeah, by the way, we're fucking watching you all the time. All the time. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, what if you want to lay out naked and there's some perv that they're just looking, they're like, oh, I'm not looking to look at that, but come on, who knows? It's just so creepy. Alright, we have a creepy government. And on the topic of spying, a man that I had mentioned in one of my previous broadcasts, Edward Snowden, has officially been charged with espionage by the United States for leaking the NSA surveillance information, and he has applied for political asylum in Ecuador and Iceland. However, the U.S. warns that Snowden is indicted and wanted by the U.S. justice system, and that countries who intend to harbor him should be fully aware of that. So unfortunate that this man has to deal with such backlash for just trying to inform the public, inform the United States citizens to the extent of which we are being monitored. This is my what the fuck fact for the week. This is just kind of mind-blowing. In China, there are so many people dying every year, and there is a severe land shortage that The government in Shanghai has offered to completely cover funeral expenses and then on top of it pay 320 United States dollars to families that opt for a sea burial instead of a traditional land burial. Funeral plots of land can cost around $50,000, and then there's also a wait list that can take years for you to actually get into a cemetery in China, so that's a fact. Okay, I'm going to end with this story that I love. There's an ancient Mayan city found from satellites and then unearthed by archaeologists in the jungle in Mexico. It had been hidden for 1,400 years and is believed to be some sort of imperial city because of the ruins that they have extricated so far. Okay, I'm going to end with my quote, and it is from To Kill a Mockingbird, and it says, "People generally see what they look for and hear what they listen for." Thank you for wanting to be informed and watching again.